Hello world, and welcome back to another video. This is the Football Connect. I'm your host Sam, and it looks like Tottenham are not really done with bringing back some people that they lost. They're doing that thing that we call like back love. You see, getting the people back and trying to sort out our difference and issues and stuff like that. And on top of that, not going anywhere far from this, it seems like that Bruno Fernandes Paul Pogba relationship that we all fall in love to enjoy and do stuff and whatever we do with it, it seems like it's coming to an end, people. Coming to an end sooner than we expected.
Beats the goalkeeper. You're just lost for words. He is just brilliant. Georgie Best, Diego Maradona, Johan Cruyff.
So yes guys, we are back again. There's the Football Connect. I'm your host Sam, and do me a favor guys, we're gonna cover some interesting news in terms of transfer news. So the best way you can help us or even support us is actually by clicking that like button so that you never miss when we go live, and subscribing to the channel. That is the best way you support us. So before we waste time, we're gonna be talking about what has been happening in the world of football, cause things are changing, guys. As much as football has been played, Chelsea are winning. They won playing with a small team, or maybe the game is still on. I'm not really sure about that, but they're winning and they're doing all the things that they can do, and everything is happening. And it looks like we are gonna actually enjoy. Sorry for that. It seems like there's something in my face, and I'm only seeing that on camera. I'll just leave it like that. Okay. So Paul Pogba is going, people, and the sooner we accept it, is the sooner we move on. So what is the news today saying about Paul Pogba? Okay, so let's put it in. So it's been reported that Mauricio Pochettino, or the new PSG manager, the boss himself, the former Tottenham manager, the man we all know to love, the Argentine. So they're saying Mauricio Pochettino makes Paul Pogba top transfer target. The Argentina is a big admirer of the midfielder's talent. New PSG manager coach Mauricio Pochettino made Paul Pogba his transfer priority for the summer. So that means that it's not happening in winter right now, because I believe it's winter right now in Europe, right? It's going to happen in the summer, which means after the season is finished. I think so. Claims the Daily Star. The midfielder has long being linked with the move away from United. That is for sure. We have all known that Paul Pogba was going to leave either later on this season or what, because it seems like they try to make him sign a new contract and they just died in terms of the agreements and whatever they were trying to come up with. So what we're being told is this: he might be leaving, and the top team that we knew that we were going to get Paul Pogba was none other than Juventus. So now seeing PSG coming and putting themselves into the picture, it's new. It's actually new to us, people, but at the same time, I'm not shocked. You know why am I not shocked? Clubs like PSG, Manchester City, Manchester United are the clubs that just wants to put themselves in each and every player who is a top talent whenever they are leaving somewhere. So in other words, Manchester City won't be able to join this one because it's Manchester United. And also Manchester United will be in this news, but is the club that is losing. So that's why we are seeing PSG coming in. So it means, in other words, PSG will be battling for the signature of Paul Pogba with Juventus. Juventus has already been with Paul Pogba for such a long time. They're actually the team that sold the Paul Pogba to Manchester United. So you might think, if you are any person who's trying to use your mind like me, you might think that Paul Pogba as a player might prefer to go back to places where he's used to, go back to the old home where he actually grew and played this football and became the star that United had to buy him back after releasing him for such a penniless amount. But anyway, this is a long story. But now that there's Mauricio Pochettino at PSG, can he be the magnet that attracts Paul Pogba to join PSG, where you'll be playing alongside the likes of Neymar, Mbappe if he's still there, then the rest we don't know, what's going to happen. And Mauricio Pochettino sees him as the perfect addition to his squad. So it means that Herrera will at least be smiling, saying that I've got one person who I was working with for such a long time back to the club. So it's a bit of a win-win, except if you're Manchester United, because in other words, why am I saying United? Because I don't think they want to lose Paul Pogba. Because as much as we don't talk about it, guys, the workforce, or seeing Bruno Fernandes and Paul Pogba working together, it was amazing. There were some times, when all of them they're out to actually show what they can offer. They've made Manchester look so invincible, like it has become a big club to him. That thing was just bothering me. I had to remove it either way or somewhere or somehow. So now it's out. But anyway, if you are Manchester United, you have become a club because of players like Paul Pogba, Bruno Fernandes, and knowing that you have Bruno Fernandes and they are working so well with Paul Pogba, I don't think you want to lose one of your best players to a club. Luckily, it's not the club in the Premier League, so they're just losing their player to who? To PSG, but that is just what is happening here. Of course, Mauricio Pochettino wants this one, and Mauricio Pochettino, he could not sign this type of players when he was in Tottenham, because Tottenham doesn't really take out money, don't give people money. But now at PSG, there is a chance where we can actually see him actually being the best manager, allowed to bring the players he wants, allowed to change the team, and actually offer the best that can actually leave people asking questions. So we don't really know. We literally don't know what's going to happen, people. But at the same time, we'll keep giving you updates in terms of what happens and whatever that is happening in the transfer news. Now we're going to move on to the other news that we have in the transfer news, guys, because we have a lot of things to cover. So as if you are not keeping update, if you're not keeping yourself up to date with the news or things that has been happening, Joe Austin West Brom has signed a player. Seems like Big Sam has been given chance to actually sign the players he wants, so that he tries to actually improve his team, because right now as things stand, he's looking like he's going to be relegated. That's how things are looking like. But anyway, there are other news that we need to cover that are going to be interesting. Some juicy news that we need to cover, because what will we do in the transfer news if we are not covering the only best news, guys? Click the like button. Good for us. Subscribe if you haven't. Come on. People must know that you should be subscribing already to the Football Connect. So, there are some other news that are happening. Let me just talk about it. The first one, before we talk about the Austin deal and stuff, Arsenal will have to pay Mesut Ozil over £7 million before he leaves to join Fenerbahce. Source Daily Star Sunday. Wow, that is huge news. So what is happening is this, people. We have been told many times that Ozil is leaving his former team. We have been told. We all know this news, right? If you didn't know, now you know, nigga. Okay, so we have been told. Now we are hearing that news is actually giving us an update, telling us that Ozil is actually there's a club that is actually interested in bringing Ozil to their club. And also, at this point, we were told by Arteta when he was giving a press conference that Ozil will go if a figure that is all good for both Arsenal and him is met. So at this point, we thought that we had actually come to a point where we can agree and say that maybe for some change, there's actually an offer that both these guys agrees. Because one thing that we've learned from Arsenal and Ozil, both give these guys, the board of Arsenal and Ozil, they're hard-headed people. They don't listen to each other, but they want to work with each other. That's why maybe he has not been playing. Maybe it wasn't even Arteta's fault that Ozil was not playing, but all of these things has been happening. We all know these things, and it's been a terrible time. If you're an Arsenal supporter, seeing your team losing, while you know that you have a creative midfielder, not in the bench, but at the home in his own couch, watching you losing. So there was a time when he was about to leave, like the Gareth Bale Real Madrid issue, but things happened. We don't even know what happened, but nothing happened when things were supposed to happen. Then we move on to the next issue where things are looking like exactly are gonna happen, and we are still stuck, not knowing what's happening. So now we're at another stage of our lives, and another stage we're hearing that he might actually go to a club. A lot of clubs, there's a Turkish club interested in him, American club interested in him, willing to give him big bucks because he is a striker, but he is a midfielder, by the way, a good midfielder. But look at what's happening here now. He's saying that he won't go until we get some more cash from Arsenal's pockets. So Arsenal has to release money for Mauricio Ozil to walk away. That is just crazy. I have no idea how that is gonna go on, but I'll keep you updated with everything that happens, because it seems like he might be going to Turkish. It seems like there's an agreement, but he is not moving anywhere until Arsenal pays him 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people. I'm not done. 6, 7 million pounds. That is a lot of money. Paying 7 million pounds to a player who have not played for you for about a season or more than a season, or a season and a half, that he has not played. He has been watching you just make the worst decisions out of your own life, laughing at you, losing games. It's crazy, people. In other words, I'm just saying it's crazy. It doesn't make sense, but he's not going anywhere unless if they don't let him go, he's gonna keep making money seated. Remember, he's been paid around 300 and something K a week while seated. We'll see what happens, people, because this is really interesting news. We'll keep an eye on it as how it develops, but that's where we are at this moment. Ozil is about to make money with Arsenal again, if it has happened before again, or maybe it's just the first time these things are happening. So we'll wait and see, people. We'll wait and see, and we'll, like we always do here at the Football Connect, keep you updated with each and every news that is happening in the transfer window. And my question to you now, I want to hear this answer in the comment section. Do you think Ozil will go this winter transfer? Just asking you. Let me hear your thoughts in the comment section. It's really hard to say winter transfer when I know that where I am, it's actually summer, people. Okay, so we talked about the Pogba issue. So Paul Pogba is wanted by PSG, with the Mauricio Pochettino making the Manchester United midfielder his top transfer target. But also on this Paul Pogba issue, I'm really curious, people. Literally, I'm really curious to see how Paul Pogba will shine if he goes away from United. Because all I've seen of Paul Pogba since I started knowing him, I'm saying me personally, was at United. So I want to see him somewhere else. We'll see. Declan Rice has told his pals he would prefer to stay in London, and he has no big interest. And he has no interest in joining Manchester United, with Chelsea also interested in the midfielder. So Declan Rice was also a transfer target for Chelsea for such a long time. It seems like he's really admired by Frank Lampard a lot. We thought he was going to Chelsea, but things happened and he didn't go. But it looks like issues are not really done, because United seems like they're interested in him. I told you, people, if you're not Manchester City, PSG, or United, I'm talking with the guys with the big bucks. If you're not linked with everyone, then you're not doing anything. So this is another issue. Declan Rice wanted by United, but it seems like he's preferring to stay in London. And preferring and staying in London, just means one thing. It means that he's looking and his eyes are all focused to actually be playing for Chelsea this season. Will that happen? I really don't know, but it's going to be interesting to see what happens. Let me hear your thoughts in the comment section, guys. And like I always do, we'll keep you updated with everything that changes in the transfer window at the Football Connect. So do me a favor, click that like button, always important. By the way, I'm going to cover some Liverpool transfer, because there are some, but Liverpool is a special club, so we cover them a little bit later. Talking about a player, Mauricio Pochettino still trying to make sure that he joins in with some of the players who has made him successful as a manager. And in other words, what am I saying? I'm saying that PSG are negotiating with Tottenham over the signing of Dele Alli, over the signings of Deni Ali are in progress, are progressing well. Okay, so that's it. PSG negotiations with Tottenham over the signing of Deni Ali are progressing so well. RMC Sports report. So, like we all know, guys, Jose has no any intention of working with Deni Ali. So it seems like PSG actually is interesting. In other words, let me rephrase that. Mauricio Pochettino wants to work with his former midfielder. So this is what is happening. It looks like he could be on his way out of Tottenham because there are progress in the discussion over when he should be moving. We'll keep you updated with anything that changes. Tottenham boss, Jose Mourinho is interested in signing Christian Eriksen back from Inter Milan. So, like I was saying, Tottenham are really interested this season in bringing on their backloves, bringing back the players that made them Tottenham in the past season. They did that with Gareth Bale. He's at the club at the moment, still a lot of the injuries, so we have not seen a lot of Gareth Bale, but we know that something's going to happen with that. Now they're actually going after over Christian Eriksen. They want him back at the club. We don't know what's going to happen, but that's the information we have at the moment. Let me hear your thoughts in the comment section. Do you think that Christian Eriksen should go back to Tottenham or maybe go to his former boss? Because if rumors still serves me well, we heard that PSG are also interested in him. So I don't know. I don't really know, people. I want to hear from you. But we also have something that has happened in the world of La Liga. Atletico Madrid found a total agreement with Lyon for the loan of striker Moussa Dembele with an option to buy. Why are they signing Moussa Dembele? Let me remind you, if you didn't know, Diego Costa and the team that he was in. So Diego Costa is no longer Atletico Madrid. What is the word am I supposed to be using? He's no longer Atletico Madrid. See, main striker, he was sold, so now they need Moussa to be the player who comes in and takes over the place. But that's exactly what's happening, people. So let's see what happens. I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section. Do you think that this will actually work or what will happen? But it will be interesting to hear your thoughts in the comment section as we continue with the transfer news, because we still have a lot of things to cover. Like I said, then Charlie Austin has signed for PQR on loan from West Brom for the rest of the season. So Charlie Austin is somebody that I know. I've seen him a lot play, but it seems like things are not really working so well for him in West Brom. But now he has a chance to go play. We'll see what happens. Amdi Danilo has arrived in Manchester, so it's Manchester United. Hello, Manchester. We're going to click it to show you your new player that you have signed, the supporters of Manchester. I don't know, you know what? I have not heard a lot of people talking about it, except the football terrorists. It seems like Terry is happy about this deal, but that's exactly what's happening here. United have signed Diallo, I think that's what you call it, no Danilo, Diallo, and he's now in Manchester, seeing the city, smiling with it. He's about to smile with the people in going for training, because Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, like he said, he wants to sign as many people as he can to attack for the league, because trust me, Liverpool, Tottenham Hotspurs, and all the teams that were also on the top have given so much hope to United to make them believe that they can actually get the league. So that's exactly what's happening here, people. We'll keep you updated with everything that happens, but that's what we're hearing. Also, on top of that, MLS club Inter Miami are close to appoint Phil Neville as their new head coach. The appointment is expected to be finalized in the next week. Source Sky Sports. So Inter Miami, we all know it's David Beckham's baby. He's the owner of the club, and it seems like he wants to bring back some of his former United player to his club so that they can manage and try to do something with this club, Inter Miami. Let me hear what you think in the comment section. Do you think it was a good decision for Phil Neville to be leaving his management as the women manager for England to go join Inter Miami in England? Because it looks like he's really interested in being a manager, and that's where all these things are pointing at. So this just reminding. Dundee West Brom have signed Robert Snodgrass from West Ham United for an undisclosed fee on 18-month contract. Wow, that's interesting. You never know that these guys can do business, but they are definitely doing business. So let me hear your thoughts in the comment section, people. I'm really curious to hear what you're thinking about these transfer windows that are happening worldwide. Exactly the transfer windows, what you expected or not really what you expected. Are you impressed if your teams are doing the deals? Are they signing the players you wanted to see at your club, or they still have to do something better? Because that's what is happening. So for me, I have to say the hot topics for me are actually the situation of Mauricio Ozil and going to wanting money from PSG, from Arsenal before going to the new club, and Paul Pogba being number one for Mauricio Pochettino. Those has to be my big hits, guys. And also Christian Eriksen going back to Tottenham. Those three transfers or rumors have to be my big hits, people. I didn't expect them, but they're happening. Let's see what happens. It's going to be interesting to see how these things actually come to pass. So let's see what happens as we try to look at other news before we move on to the Liverpool news, which is going to be the last one. Like I told you, we cover Liverpool lastly. We have to cover it because there's some interesting news we need to talk about Liverpool. So, as we have already talked about, PSG to table Neymar for an extension offer. Oh, interesting. Atletico Madrid have raised, yes, we talked about that. Yes. So, PSG, French champions, PSG to tie down the Brazilian. I think the hint of trying to put Neymar into this. Let me read this. Okay, before we go to the just Lingard issue, because they're already okay. Let me just talk about Van der Beek. Van der Beek to leave Liverpool on loan. So Seth Van der Beek, the defender who was hinted to be the next Virgil van Dijk. Liverpool have held talks with 3 clubs over a potential loan move for the young defender Seth Van der Beek. Discussions have already taken place with the clubs in Belgium, Germany, and Switzerland, and sources have told Go a deal is likely to be agreed this week. So that's exactly what's happening, people. It's going to be interesting to see what happens. It seems like Seth Van der Beek will be moving on to another club. Lingard's time at United is up. 34 minutes ago, Jesse Lingard's time is up at United, according to Dimitar Bayot, who says Ole Gunnar Solskjaer does not trust the midfielder anymore. Oh my God, those are big words. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer does not trust at all, does not trust Jesse Lingard. That's exactly what's happening here. Lingard has handed only his third appearance of the season for United on Saturday, having seen his current contract with Manchester with Old Trafford extended through 2022 December. The 28-year-old player played 80 minutes of sorry guys, somebody's making us decide. Okay, the 28-year-old has played 80 minutes and the FA Cup third round victory against Watford before Hoeing and Matic. Okay, these are the crazy things that has happened. We don't really have to know about the news, but one thing that we know is that he is now leaving Manchester United. Let me hear your thoughts in the comment section, guys. What can you say about this news? Because this has to be big news. Don't know what's going to happen. So like we were saying, French champions are eager to tie down the Brazilian star. PSG are set to table an extension offer for Neymar, according to Teles Foot. The French champions have been in talks with the Brazilian over a fresh terms for a few weeks and will submit their first formal renewal proposal in the coming days. PSG are also eager to tie Kylian Mbappe down to a new contract, but Neymar is first in line, with both players currently contract due to expire in 2022. Those are interesting news. We'll see what happens. Those are interesting news, guys. I don't even know what that person is. Manchester City star is said to West Brom submitted the offer for Rennes midfielder Gray. Okay, West Brom has submitted. So it seems like West Brom needs to sign a lot of players so that they can remain in the Premier League, because they want to remain in the Premier League. People, everyone want to be in the Premier League, no matter good or bad. They want to be in the Premier League. Okay, Arsenal defender Skoda Mustafi has rejected a move to Gabo, according to Castle Matil. The 28-year-old is free to speak to potential suitors while the January window is open after entering the final 6 months of his contract. Girona has made an approach for Mustafi, but he is considering his alternative options, but being deemed surplus to requirements by Arsenal. So it seems like now Arsenal are actually listening to my advice. I've been saying this for such a long time, that if they want to do something as a club, they need to get rid of this dead weight that they have in the club. And it seems like they are doing something about it. Ozil is about to leave. Mustafa is also about to leave. So if they get rid of this dead weight, it can actually allow them to come back and maybe do something that is interesting to see. Valencia has joined the race for Arsenal's Emil Bahed, according to Lazio. The Spanish Giants have also been looking for the 24-year-old if they fail to sign Harry Winks from Tottenham this year. So also it seems like Harry Winks is needed or is wanted by another club here, people. Let me try to do something. I just noticed something. I was not looking at the screen until now. Didn't see that my own camera was covering you guys from seeing the news that I'm reading here. It's crazy, right? But okay, let me sort that out and make it easy for you. Yeah, that is that. So that is the other news that is happening, guys. A lot of players are leaving us now. Van der Beek contract negotiation. Rio Fernandez questioned the nature of Donny van der Beek's contract negotiation before joining United, while urging Jesse Lingard to seek transfer this month. United reportedly saw off competition from La Liga champions Real Madrid to praise Van der Beek away from Ajax this summer. The Netherlands international arrived in Old Trafford to boosting a sterling reputation as one of the Europe's most exciting young midfielder, but supporters have only been treated to go to glimpse of his talent over the past few weeks, months. That's the story that we are hearing. So things are happening. Torreira midfielder has been told to a potential switch to Florentina, according to Monde. So there are a lot of things that are happening, guys. A lot of things that are happening. RB Leipzig CEO Oliver Mustafi has opened the door for a possible transfer for the centre back Dayot Upamecano, after insisting that the Bundesliga club will always consider selling their assets for the right price. The likes of Manchester United and Liverpool have strongly been linked with a move for the Frenchman Upamecano, who's considered as one of the Europe's most talented player, or top young players, if I have to say. Julia Lingersman's side have previously seen their star names leave, like Timo Werner for 40-something, and Chelsea, the most high-profile player, and Upamecano will be the next to hand over an exit door. That's what is happening. So it seems like to the clubs who are interested in Upamecano, Liverpool, and Manchester United, if I have to say, you've been given a boost there. Try to do something about it. We have to see how they do with that and how they handle the situation. But that's the information we have for you people. We are going to be looking at some of the transfers that has been happening all over the world for the likes of Liverpool, because remember, they are still also in talks with different clubs over maybe a defender. We still need a defender. Let's hear what has been happening in the Liverpool dressing room, or whatever they've been doing at this moment, because things are not really looking so good for Liverpool at the moment. So let's cover it right now. So let me try to put it on the screen for you people so that you see. Okay. So as you can see, the source, or the where we're gonna get information about Liverpool. It's none other than the Liverpool Echo. Liverpool transfer news: David Alaba claims Diod, Upamecano hint, Mohamed Salah contract. So all those things are the things we're gonna be talking about. So hello, okay, we know Liverpool Lima. Oh no, Superstar Clay Mbambi is reportedly in negotiation over his future, while they are in an update on Mohamed Salah's possible new contract. Interesting. Bring on Liverpool's declares Alisson was close to move to Real Madrid. I hate this, When you have no news to talk about, you try to talk about things that happened years ago. FSG are about to take one transfer gamble too many. Okay, what's happening here? The Liverpool owner must show their title intention with the big four Manchester United come to Anfield, but it does not look like they're going to write us code. Okay, yeah. Oh my God. Yes, the market might be difficult. Yes, the world is in the grasp of a pandemic and likely to what? Yes, the Reds. Why are we being reminded about these things? Liverpool, if they don't have any news to talk about, they can be boring. Gino Ronaldo does not deserve to be one of Reds' top earners. That is crazy, Mr. Bent. That is really crazy. I don't even know what are you smoking, man. Gino Ronaldo's contract come in for no reason and talk this nonsense about a player like Gino Ronaldo. I'm not gonna read that. That is just nonsense to me. I won't take it anymore. Okay, Alaba makes big wage demand known as Liverpool circle. Okay, what is that? Post may be forced to walk away from potential move for David Alaba. Report claims that the Australian international has demanded huge wages. One thing that we heard was that Liverpool had asked it to give him at least 10, but it seems like he wants more. That's what they're saying. The Reds have been linked with the Bayern Munich star for several weeks now. His contract is running out in just 6 months. However, Empire Fabrizio Romero is telling Glimpse that Alaba is asking for a yearly wage of 12 million euro, just over 10.8 million that Liverpool is going to give him, which they say will make him Liverpool's second highest earner after Mohamed Salah if he were to come to Anfield. That is crazy. Okay. Tsimikas hints at return. Liverpool, okay, he's coming back from injury. Tsimikas has been injured, people, but it's not really transfer news. That's why I'm passing in on that. We'll see what happens, guys, with the news. Liverpool, can they be able to bring all the stars? Because that'll be huge, trust me. That'll be huge. That'll be so huge. Bringing this, him, and now. We have the most expensive players in all. Okay, so not really good news to talk about in terms of Liverpool. Guys, we have covered all the transfer news that we had for you today. We covered all the things that you had to hear. We tried to look at each and every and some of the potential transfers that could actually happen this season if things goes well. Like right now, what I want to hear is your thoughts in the comment section. Who do you think will be moving to any club? Which clubs do you see them signing players, and what are you expecting to see in this January transfer for your club? My club, what I'm expecting to see is Liverpool to bring on at least, not more than that, at least let's bring on a centre back. Let's bring on a centre back. We might not bring on a striker or what, but at least let's bring on a centre back, because everyone worldwide knows that Liverpool, for us to go for the transfer to win anything this season, we need a centre back. David Alaba, Upamecano, they've been hinted to be available. I prefer either of them. I don't care who comes in. Maybe Alaba wants more money. Maybe that could be crazy. But Upamecano, just bring dialogue at least to him, to Liverpool. Let's see what we can do with the club. Because right now, at this moment, things are not going exactly according to what we want to see, people. And if things continues like this, then we are going to be in trouble. And also on top of that, talking on the other news, Paul Pogba going to PSG, I don't think it's a bad idea. I know United fans might not like to hear those things, but looking at the things that has been happening at this moment, what are you there to lose here? Because he doesn't want to sign a new contract, so just let him go. If he doesn't want to sign a new contract, then what? Why are you holding him? Let him walk away, and you guys can be able to look for a replacement and at least bring somebody to your club who's actually interested in playing for your club. I don't know what you think. Let me hear your thoughts in the comment section about that. This is me just giving my own thoughts. I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section. And talking about other things, Eriksen, I would rather go to PSG rather than going back to Tottenham, because Tottenham, there's Jose Mourinho. Look what he's doing to Deni Ali. That's why he's moving away. Don't you think he's going to do the same to you? The reason why you moved away from Tottenham Hotspur is because you're not getting game time under Jose Mourinho. Are you thinking, or are you willing to come back to the club? I don't think so. You should be doing that. That is just literally crazy. And I will never advise you to choose yourself, do yourself a favor, look for a club that is going to give you game time. There are a lot of clubs that are interested in you. If Inter Milan are not going to give you game time, go for other clubs. Don't go for the big clubs. Go for other clubs who are going to give you game time. And let people of the world see who you are, so that you can be ready and physically fit for the Euro that is coming in just a few months, if I have to say. So that's my advice to him. On top of that, looking at the other things, Ozil, Arsenal, I know it might hurt to take out some money to give a player who's not playing, but in this situation with Ozil, one thing that has been causing your team not to perform so well is because your dressing room has been it's been into pieces. There's been, what is the word, has been broken. There are two divisions in the dressing room right now. There's the Arteta side and there's the Ozil side. So the only way to do it as a club, for your club to come back as a club that we well know in the world of football, is to lose every player that is causing havoc into your club. So getting Ozil out of the club so that you try to build from where you are and maybe come back as a stronger club like we're used to. So just pay out the money and let him go. That's my advice to Arsenal. Let the man go. Let me hear what you think in the comment section. You might not agree with me. I'm just giving my own thoughts here on terms of the transfer news that are happening